What's up, everybody? My name is Jason, and welcome to the $10,000 EIDL grant stimulus update for Saturday, January the 2nd, 2021. You are not going to want to miss this video. Please do me a huge favor. Give this video a thumbs up, hashtag EIDL with your comments below. Share this video all over social media. And if you'd like to be one of 20 people that are going to get $500 in cash as I give away my entire $10,000 EIDL grant that I am going to get, I ask that you please subscribe and hit the bell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get real for a second. If you've got small children in the room, you might want to have them leave right now because I can't promise what I'm going to say over the next 10 minutes. I'm not supposed to be here today. I don't feel well. I had seafood last night and it doesn't agree with me, so I've been in and out of the damn bathroom 10 times. But I just watched Meet Kevin's video, and I've said in the past, I respect the guy. He works hard, he's successful, but he just took a cheap shot at me. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and watch it. He clearly talks about $10,000 clickbait channels that are referencing Congresswomen Jackie Rosen in tweets. So it pissed me off. I want you guys to know something right here and now. You're not just a subscriber to me. We're friends, we're family. So I'm in Papa Bear mode. Anybody or anyone that says you're not getting $10,000 pisses me the fuck off. Because we haven't suffered for 10 months, called thousands of congressmen and women over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, along with the Rod Squads, the Speak and Sees, the Aubrey Janets, the Dan over at allegedly, and of course Stephen Carlson. I'm so pissed I can't even talk. You're getting this money. I'm going to triple down what I said last night in my video. So if you haven't seen that, watch it. And I'd like to thank the good Lord and ask maybe for some forgiveness if I say something that's a little off the rails here in the next few minutes. Because he just gave me 5 words. I have read this fucking bill 100 times. Page 2184 to 2208. I'm not running the same video 6 times a day and doing hour-long live streams on CNN so some crooked politician can blow smoke up my ass. I'm in the weeds. I'm talking to people nonstop. And I'm telling you right now, I'm right and he's wrong. And I'm going to prove it. Once again, in the top comment is the tweet that he referenced in the video. There's the document from Steve Chabot, ranking member. Settle down, Jason. My blood pressure is cranking. Take a drink of water. By the way, I had to put on my rock shirt. Hardest worker in the room. Because I needed his strength today because I don't feel well. Pin the top comment. All the documents that Facebook Live where the ex-head of the SBA, Karen Mills, said that you're going to get your $10,000 and they want to get you another 6 months of working capital in the next stimulus package in January or February. So if you got a loan for 50 grand, I strongly believe they're going to offer you another 50 grand or 6 months of working capital. So look, ladies and gentlemen, I've been over this bill and I'm going to read a section, and I don't know why I didn't see these 5 words. I've literally done Zoom calls where my friends and I will go line by line, hours and hours of coffee, line by line. And I didn't see this. Now, it is a fact that there's $40 billion of EIDL grant money in here. It's also a fact that $20 billion of that is for low income. But as I said yesterday, it's my strong opinion that's for new applicants. You must be new for this $20 billion of low income. It does not apply. I know I'm the only guy on the planet telling you this. I get it. I'm used to putting my head in the guillotine, ladies and gentlemen. I was a quarterback in high school. I was a captain of the college football team. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I'm used to taking risks and being tossed around like a fucking rag doll. But I'm going to be right when this is over. I'm the same guy who stuck with this for 10 months, and I'm getting you this goddamn money. Excuse my French. I've read this bill 100 times. It's 24 pages, 2184 to 2208. 2187, excuse me. It's 24 pages. 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for days. I never saw these 5 words. So as he pointed out, and go watch the video, the title is PPP EIDL. About an hour ago, it's now, what the hell time is it? 3:45 East Coast time on a Saturday. Notice, he's getting off the $1,000 per employee and starting to say things like, well, maybe the SBA will do what these clickbait channels like me and those others that I've mentioned, the OGs that have been fighting for you for 10 months. He's starting to soften up. Why is that, Kevin? I thought you were goddamn certain it was $1,000 per employee. But I've been through this 100 times. So after the video was done and my blood was boiling, I sat down again, and on the 101st time, the good Lord brought me to page 2,187 that I'm going to briefly read, and I will encourage, and I'll put it in the, it's in the pinned comment, those 5 other assets. Settle the fuck down, Jason. We don't edit around here. By the way, we're going to hit 50,000 subs. As far as I'm concerned, you're part of my family. We're not only going to get you this money, especially if you've already applied. If you're new, you're going to have to go to the low income grant. That portal will open in the next week. But I'm about to launch a brand new business. You're going to be able to create a profile of yourself and or your company. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help all you make a shit ton of money over the next 30 years. And we're going to have a lot of fun doing it. But so bear with me. I don't edit. I give you the real me at all times. Page 2187. As Kevin referenced, rightly so, there's $20 billion for low income. And as I just told you, it's my opinion. And I'm in the weeds, folks. Ain't nobody know any more about EIDL than I do. That's for new applicants. If you are already in the queue, or what the SBA says, already in the system, you don't have to do anything right now. We're going to get instructions on PPP, supposedly January the 6th. They're going to start taking applications on Monday, the 11th. I think SBA's EIDL program, we're going to know about the same time. I'm predicting, as you've heard me say, they're going to open the portal on Sunday the 10th around 6 p.m. That's my prediction. And if I'm right about that too, maybe you should start listening to what the hell I have to say. So I'm sitting here. I just got a message. My mother died in 2015 of a stroke. We were super close. She keeps telling me, settle down. So I'm settling down, Ma. I'm settling down. Page 2,187. After it, in fact, does talk about $10,000 for covered entities in the low income. What is a covered entity of a low income? And again, it doesn't apply to 90% of you. This $20 billion is only for new applicants. Watch this and read and listen to what I'm telling you. It does not apply to 90% of you. This low income requirement, 300 employees or less, or 30% economic loss, is for new applicants. People that have not gone to SBA.gov. It's not open yet, so don't do it. And apply. I'm going to read out loud what this applies to 90% of you. And thank you once again, God, for giving me the strength to endure this for 10 months and see these 5 words. Quote, Section 264 of 2187. Effect of previously received amounts. Effect of previously received amounts. In other words, it has nothing to do with the $20 billion of low income because it hasn't come out yet. That's why I'm telling you it's separate. The effect of previously received amounts of the EIDL grant section. In general, Sorry, folks. I don't have, actually, I'm not sorry. I've got a right to be angry. They're not going to take away this fucking money from you. I'll probably get demonetized for too many F-bombs in this video, but whatever. In general, with respect to a covered entity, i.e. you've already applied, that's the covered entity for the balance of the 10 grand. The covered entity of the low income grant, which again is for new people, is low income, 30% economic loss, 300 employees or less. It does not apply to you. I know I'm the only guy in the world telling you that. I am telling you right now, if you applied, I don't think you're going to have to show the economic loss. Did you hear what I just said? I don't think you have to have less than 300 employees. This is a dream come true as far as I'm concerned. What is that? That the SBA is finally going to honor the intent of the CARES Act as written. And that is to get you the balance of $10,000 within 21 days, not 72 hours. With respect, and I'm reading quote, to a covered entity, that's 90% of you, that received an emergency grant under section 1110, we keep seeing that of the CARES Act. That's a section that says up to $10,000 in the bill from back in March. Before the date of enactment of this act. In other words, if you applied for the loan and or grant, whether you got it or not, you are entitled to $10,000 or the balance thereof, provided that you can prove you're legitimate if the SBA asks you for something, and they may. Section 112 of the CARES Act, the amount of the payment that the covered entity shall receive under this subsection after satisfaction of the procedures required under subparagraph B. In other words, if they ask you for a tax return, if they ask you for incorporation or a Schedule C, if you're an Uber or Lyft driver, they want to see proof of employment that was before January 30th of 2020, which is the cutoff. And I hope you're listening really close to what I'm about to say. Shall be the difference, not up to, shall be the difference between 10 grand and the amount that previously received grant. I think the pearly gates just opened, the red fucking sea just parted. You shall be, in terms of the amount, as a covered entity, meaning you already got the grant, you're in the queue, you're in the system, it shall be the difference between 10 grand and the amount that previously received. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's not talking about the low-income grant because you didn't previously receive that. That's a whole new program for new folks. Yeah, the SBA is trying to eliminate the fat cats from sticking their hand back in the cookie jar. So I'm sorry, if you don't have low income and you haven't applied before this law was passed around Christmas Day, you are definitely going into the bucket of low income. And I hope you qualify, about half of you will. But if you're like 90% of my audience, my family, my friends that we're fighting for to get you this money, you just have to sit back and relax for that email. And they're going to explain to you, they have to, quote, alert you, it's in the law, as to what's next. And I'll say it again. I don't think you're going to have to show the economic loss because they're going to honor the intent of the CARES Act with the other pile of $20 billion. And again, read it for yourself. It's the effect of previously received amounts, meaning money that you've already gotten shall be the difference, one more time, between 10 grand and the amount that previously received grant. Anyone who knows this gentleman, meet Kevin, who again, I hate trashing people, and I don't think this was a trash, but it pissed me off. He's throwing me and everybody else who's running and fighting and scratching and motherfucking clawing to get you this money under the bus. And it makes me furious. So once again, this is pinned in the top comment. It shall be the difference between $10,000 and the amount that previously received grant. I challenge him or anyone else to prove me wrong. So one more time, and I appreciate you staying with me. If you're already in the queue, whether you got a loan or not, whether you got shitty credit or not, it also talks about that. You're entitled to the balance under the Section 112 of the CARES Act. In other words, the SBA and Congress, God Almighty, thank you so much, is finally going to honor the congressional intent. A lot of senators came out and said, no, it was supposed to be 10 grand. In this section, page 2187, section 264, that I just read out loud, is the balance of $10,000, or what they're calling the amount of that previously received grant. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I hope I made some sense. I don't feel well, so send me some good vibes. I love each and every one of you. You're going to get this money. Just hang tight. We're going to know within the next week what you have to do. And until next time, thank you so much for watching.